In FNAF 4, many people think we're playing as the crying child, but I don't think that's true. And this is basically because in FNAF 4 in the gameplay, you play in the game, and you can see you can see like the medical equipment, right? So it's very like, it seems like it should be the crying child having a dream, because you can see on the bedstand there's like an IV drip, and like hospital related items. So you would think it should be that. But in the security logbook, you can clearly see that Michael draws, I think it's Fredbear, Nightmare Fredbear. So how is Michael then seeing these dreams that everyone assumes would be the crying child's dreams? And I think this is because I think that Michael is having these real dreams, and the IV drip and everything is there because of his guilt, tied around everything that happened with his brother. Then you might be thinking like, what's all the stuff in the sister location with you can clearly see the TV screens are like an experiment chamber, which is like another level of, it makes it a little bit more confusing to the theory. But in the book Ditophobia, I think it's called that, one of the new books, it's like an actual experiment room. And this kid is trapped in this experiment room. It's been pumped with gas, and he's just been experimented on to see what happens. The effects of fear, and eventually this gas turns off, and the nightmare animatronics are just mannequins, and the room's like a horrible room and everything. It's not the nice bedroom we see in FNAF 4. And then that links with sister location, because we can see on all the monitors that someone is clearly experimenting on whatever we see in FNAF 4. So what I think happened is, you have to, the timeline can be different. I'm just saying it this way because it's how I believe it. But I think the crying child is having these horrible dreams already in the FNAF 4 mini games, and William knows this, and everyone knows this. Everyone's laughing at him in the mini games for crying. So it's like everyone must know the crying child is having these bad dreams and he's terrified of all the characters. And I think everyone knows he goes the week and then gets bit, and then he's in the hospital, and William's upset and then kills Charlie, it's like out of anger and everything. And then when he realizes that the puppet's alive, and he wants to do more experiments, I believe he builds a room based on the crying child's dreams, because then he can test fear on somebody else. And if he really wants to bring the crying child back, when he says I will put you back together in the FNAF 4 minigame, maybe he's trying to replicate the crying child's last nightmares of the week, so then he can reconstruct a similar situation, so then he can do that to the crying child. So I think he builds these and then does tests on people. He probably did it to more people, just knowing William's actions. But I think eventually he does these on Michael, and Michael is being tested on in this as payback, as revenge, because William's not a nice person, and he's trying to get some revenge on Michael for what he's done. So then Michael goes through all of this, and Michael sees Nightmare Fredbear, all of these characters, and then I think years later, before FNAF 3 maybe, because Michael's just been absent for almost 30 years at this point. And then I think that Michael is now having these nightmares, maybe influenced by maybe the crying child or some other animatronic, like Soul, showing him these. He has all these nightmares, and that's why you hear the FNAF 1 phone call in FNAF 4, because Michael's already done all this and he's dreaming about, he's having nightmares based off the experiments he was put through, and that's why the IV's there. That's why nightmares see through, and you can see his brain and everything. It explains how he can see all these things, but then it can explain how things can change magically in the FNAF 4 gameplay, because Michael's having a dream. It also explains why it's in sister location, and it explains why it's linked with the crying child, because it's based off the crying child's experiences. So I hope you like this theory. I think it's pretty good. I actually think it helps clear up some problems people have with the story and timeline. So please like and subscribe and comment if there's any theories you want me to talk about and give my opinion on. I'd like to hear that. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you.